Hi Aquarius, welcome to a love reading. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. This is going to be a very general reading, so this may or may not resonate with every Aquarius watching this video. If you do need a personal reading, all that information is going to be down below. Overall energy, Nine of Cups, I like that. Okay, let me adjust the cards so you guys can see. Okay. All right, Aquarius, looks like there's a wish fulfillment coming in for you with the Nine of Cups. So something's going to make you very, very happy. Yes, there is a brand new beginning coming in for you, okay? A brand new passionate beginning, a clean slate with someone you could have had a breakup with, or someone who you separated from, or someone who just things ended badly with, okay? There is something, there's like this solid new beginning coming in, not a practical one, but it's the one. So there's someone who's very, very passionate about you. This definitely is someone who you've had an ending with, okay? But could be a situation where you ended a long-term commitment or ended a relationship that was not emotionally fulfilling you, okay? You're still wanting to work on this partnership looks like, but the person you're dealing with, this person's coming in because this person's obsessed. This could be someone very, very toxic in your life, but they're coming in with that toxicity. I'm sorry about that, but with the devil here, yep. That's addictions. This person could have had a lot of addictions of some sort, okay, bad habits to a person, place, think, anything, okay? But this is a very codependent energy. Looks like in the past you were dealing with someone who's emotionally unavailable, someone who had like this roller coaster of emotions, okay? One moment they feel something, the second moment they feel something else, which gave you a lot of mixed signals, okay? But right now, looks like there is a control freak. This is someone who's having a hard time releasing control. Could be you, could be them. But yeah, there's definitely someone here who's not being able to release control, or someone who's just whose mind is very hard to budge. This is someone who wants to keep the upper hand. This person feels they're losing control. Definitely. They feel they're losing control of the situation. Anyways, in the near future with the Justice in reverse here, something's not going to be fair. There's still that lack of balance in the near future. We'll see why. I think because this, the only thing out here I see is that because with the Emperor in reverse and the Devil here, right, this person has a lot of codependency. Could be fear, okay, but this is someone who's toxic as well. Alright, let's clarify. What is the Nine of Cups? What's the Nine of Cups here for Aquarius? What is the Nine of Cups? I don't know why these cards feel so heavy today. What is the Nine of Cups? 3 cards, I want 1 cup. See? You have the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, it could be that you're dealing with I'm getting you got out of a relationship that once made you very, very happy, right? And you got out of it because there was a lack of emotional fulfillment, or you just didn't reach that point of commitment. And now, with the Nine of Cups here, right? You're going to do what makes you happy. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? Why is this here? What is the Ten of Cups in reverse here? Could be family issues also, I'm getting, okay? Could be a lot of family issues. Maybe there's family that's coming in between you and the person you're dealing with. Because this person definitely looks like your wish fulfillment. See, Lovers in reverse. There's a disconnection, a breakup. This could be an ending of a soulmate contract, okay? But you guys are not on the same page. Someone was emotionally more invested than the other person out here. And now, I think there's a wish coming in true for you. Nine of Cups is definitely wish fulfillment. It is a little smug energy. But I think there's something that's going to make you very happy, and it's coming in. And probably this is more like this relationship that went south, and you guys just separated, you went your own ways. Maybe it could be someone you were dealing with who had fear of commitment, okay? I'm getting this relationship was once a very happy, happy and joyful connection, but then just something went wrong and you guys went your own ways. I'm getting more of fear of commitment or someone who's more invested into the relationship than the other, not on the same page. But yeah, something's going to make you very happy. That's the overall energy. What's the King of Cups in reverse? 5 of Wands. Fighting, arguments, conflicts, ego clashes. Too many people involved. But more than anything, I'm getting you people were not on the same page. What's the 5 of Wands? One card, 5 of Wands, please. What's the 5 of Wands? Wow, 2 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, and that's why you guys went your own ways. You could have had trust issues with someone, or probably this person kept you in a loop and you just didn't know where you stood with this person. Again, there was a lot of love here, but in the past you guys were just not seeing eye to eye. Only because either there was someone here who had trust issues with the King of Cups in reverse here. This is someone who probably got into a relationship unhealed from the past relationship. You get what I'm saying? So this person, someone must have screwed them over, and now this person could have had commitment issues. This person has issues opening up, wanting to be vulnerable, okay? And that could be one of the biggest reasons why you guys broke up. What is the Emperor in reverse here? Right now also there's someone here who's not being able to lose control. See, 7 of Cups in reverse. Someone needs to see things more clearly, or someone needs to get a reality check. But the 7 of Cups in reverse doesn't always say clarity or reality check. Someone needs to think more practically is also what I'm getting. What's the 7 of Cups in reverse? This is also someone who's overwhelmed with too much happening in their life. What's the 7 of Cups in reverse? 3 of Swords in reverse is someone who's trying to heal the connection with the 3 of Swords in reverse. You could be dealing with someone who's very focused, very, very selfish with their energies, okay? Someone who's very focused on their career goals, their money, focused on anything but the relationship. And you could be trying to convince this person to be with you or to get into a relationship with this person. Or you probably were into the relationship, but maybe you wanted something more. And this was someone who probably was someone who is running away from a label or a tag, okay? But right now there's healing going on, okay? This person wants to recover this connection. Probably this person has a reality check. This person who could have been very confused in the past, or someone had a lot of options or multiple choices. I'm getting someone who was very confused. They had too much on their plate, or they just didn't know what to do or what was the best approach. They have clarity now and they're coming in and they want a reconciliation. At least, if not a reconciliation, they definitely want to recover and heal from this heartbreak. But you're definitely still dealing with someone who wants the upper hand, okay? It's like they want to do it their way. I'm getting someone might be out the highway kinds, you know. They see it clearly, but again, still, their ways, their approach is not correct. What's the Justice in reverse in the near future? 6 of Cups in reverse. Something's not going to be fair. You're still going to be holding a grudge in the near future towards someone, or someone's going to be having a grudge against you. This is clinging on to bad memories or clinging on to the past, not being able to move on. What's the 6 of Cups in reverse? See, someone's not ready to learn their lessons. That's the biggest issue out here, you know. Someone wants to come in and rebuild with you because there was a tower moment between you guys, okay? Again, there was a fallout in the past, right? This person wants to come and rebuild with you. But I'm getting things are not fair. Things are not going to be fair with you, or you're not going to feel that you're still getting what you deserve, because you're dealing with someone who has either abandonment issues or someone who's not healed from a past connection. Someone was in a relationship where they could have opened up, they were vulnerable, and the other person screwed them over. They haven't healed, they haven't forgiven, and now they're bringing all that excess baggage into this current relationship, and they're not learning their lessons, because of which every single time you try to give this a chance, right, things just get stuck and stagnant because they're not learning their lessons. And I guess neither are you. Could be both of you, could be one of you. That's why the situation is calling for something to be balanced, right? But there's a lack of balance here. Only because you're dealing with someone who's just not ready to forget what happened in the past, okay? They're holding on to those bitter memories. Someone's very scared of opening up, or very scared to start a new cycle with you. You know, it's like you're almost there, very close to completing a cycle with this person, but the Six of Cups in reverse, right? This person keeps going back to their memories of the past. They keep thinking about what happened in the past, what went wrong in the past, because they haven't healed, right? That could be a lot of negative self-talk also. Every single time this person and you, right, you guys are together, right, I feel this person talks themselves down, you know, like they know, like, okay, yeah, I'm in love with Aquarius, I want to move forward with Aquarius, and say, no, don't, you know, like, you remember what happened last time, right? So they talk themselves down, you know, like they do this to themselves. That's why, you know, like 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, there's so much love here, but they're all in the reverse. Because I feel there's someone here who's almost there, but then they back out. What's the 3 of Pentacles here? Why is this? Yeah. You see yourself as wanting to work on this connection with the Page of Cups in reverse, but sadly you're dealing with someone who's just not ready to open up emotionally, someone who's suppressing their emotions. Maybe this person is seeing things too realistically, like, okay, you know what, like, that's not possible, that's just, I just want to be more practical about it. Could be dealing with someone emotionally very immature, all right? See, 3 of Pentacles, you want something solid, something stable. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to build a future with this person, but you're dealing with someone who's just not ready to open up. This could be someone who's a little bratty, egoistic, but I'm not getting that so much here. I'm getting someone who's like, you know, they want to open up, they want to be there for you, but when it literally comes to talking about it or something, they shy away. See, 6 of Swords in reverse. This person keeps repeating a negative pattern, you know, over and over again. Either this person keeps going back to their ex, or then, you know, they just keep going back to doing what they always did, which is screwing the relationship up. 6 of Cups in reverse. That's why the World in reverse. That's why things just keep getting stuck. You repeat a negative pattern over and over again. What's the Page of Cups in reverse? Why is this here? You're literally like on the verge of moving on or moving forward, because you're releasing this toxic person, the Devil in reverse here. You're ready to let this person go. See, you're giving up with the Strength in reverse here. You're tired of dealing with this situation over and over and over again. It's like, how much longer can I hold on to you? Or how much longer can I wait for you? How much longer can I convince you that we're good, we're okay together? You want to work on this partnership, right? But if this person's just not going to open up or make that move forward, the only option you have is to move on with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Like bygones be bygones and move forward. What's the Devil here coming into Aquarius' environment that they don't see coming? Who's the Devil? What's this Devil? Who's the Devil here? Why the Devil here? See, someone's losing patience in your environment here. This is an imbalance. This is someone who's literally like, I don't know what I want, you know. Absolute chaotic energy. Very chaotic. Impatient. Not being able to have faith in divine timing. See, Hangman in reverse. You're dealing with someone who's had a very one-sided perspective. This person only thinks from their point of view. They don't think from your point of view, which keeps the entire thing very stuck, stagnant. I'm almost getting like, you know, like this person's dug their heels into the sand and they're just not ready to look at things from a different view. Or it could also be that you're ready to release the situation because it's been stuck for a very long time. What's the Temperance in reverse? This person feels stuck, tied and bound to you, okay? They can't let go of this connection. What's the Temperance in reverse? But it's becoming toxic. What's the Temperance in reverse? What's the Temperance in reverse, please? The Moon in reverse. This person is suppressing their emotions. Yeah, see, Hierophant in reverse. I told you, you're dealing with someone who's non-committal. This person is very scared of commitment. That's why you feel things are not fair, because you could have given a lot to this person, but this person is just not ready to let go of control. They want to heal the connection. They're clear about what they want. But yeah, again, it's the same old, you know, and you're fed up of it. You're tired. The moon in reverse is also someone, you know, who has security issues. Again, it's all reflecting to what their experience. The moon is usually the card of stress, fear, anxiety, right? But look, the temperance in reverse and the moon in reverse, this entire thing in your environment, it's so bloody toxic. You know, every single time you try to walk away from this person, right, this person just loses their shit. They go batshit crazy and they just want to come back to you. But when they come back to you, they bring in this moon kind of energy, you know. This moon in reverse, it's like, you know, like I can't commit, I can't walk away. I'm coming back. But I'm still going to suppress my emotions. I'm still going to keep my emotions shut down. This is repressing, suppressing your emotions, not trusting your intuition. And the moon is also a card of like, there is nothing to fear outside, right? It is the card of fear, stress, anxiety. But whatever the stress, anxiety, and the fear is, it's all because of their past experiences. It has nothing to do with the situation that is happening with them right now. I mean, I'm literally saying it has nothing to do with you, is what I'd say. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? You're so emotionally unfulfilled. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? Death in reverse, see? And you too are refusing to let go of this connection. It's not making you happy, but with the 10 in reverse here, you can't let it go. You're stuck on it too. I can't blame this person only. I can't blame them. You're resisting an ending to something that's already done and over with, or you're resisting a huge change and transformation. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. You're not even working on it, or there's just someone who's not even working on this connection. What's the Death in reverse? That's not ending a negative pattern also. Something needs to change. There's a huge need for a transformation, but you're resisting it, right? Page of Pentacles in reverse. You're dealing with someone who's procrastinating, or you're procrastinating. Could be that you're procrastinating. This is lack of commitment, lack of communication, lack of offering something stable. It's like, you know what, literally, Aquarius, I get that you know the entire story. You know it all, but you just can't help it. They can't help it. You're both in this together. You both just can't let go. They can't let go of their past memories, the bitter ones that they had. You can't let go of this person. You're resisting that ending. What's the Ace of Wands? So there is this new beginning here, right? But with the 8 of Wands here, I feel that things are going to be a little slow. Things are going to be a little slow. Not going to be as fast as you think it would be. What's the 8 of Wands in reverse? What's the 8 of Wands in reverse? Give me one card for the 8 of Wands in reverse. The 8 of Swords in reverse. See? That's what I'm saying. This Emperor in reverse. This is the biggest person out here this is someone who's like, no, it's got to be my way or the highway. You know? This person is very irresponsible, I'm getting. Probably someone who lacks structure, lacks discipline. They think they can just waltz back into your life every single time they screw up. And it's making you emotionally very, very unhappy, you know. I feel you can let this person in, and every single you let this person in, it's just like a disappointing situation, you know. It's been disappointing over and over and over again. But then I won't even be able to blame only them, right? Because you're the Death in reverse too, with the 6 of Cups in reverse and the Devil out here, right? That's your environment with the Devil here. This person loses their patience every single time you let them go, and they want to rush back in with that toxicity. and they refuse to open up also. You, on the other hand, you're also not letting them go. You're not even investing, but you're not even letting them go. You're procrastinating constantly. So see, it is both of you. It's the both of you. You both need to learn your lessons. That's why I said that the world here, one of you or both of you are not learning your lessons. That's why it's in the reverse here. You're very close to completing your goal, very close to completing your cycle, but it won't finish because there is this, I'm getting like a circle, you know. This person comes in, they do the same shit again. You don't learn your lessons. They don't learn their lessons. There's this stuck and stagnant energy. You guys probably abruptly cut off each other, or things just stop. Again, they come around because they lose their patience. And they're still emotionally unavailable, and you still want to work on this connection. So, you know, this death card, till this death is not going to be upright, where you are literally like ending something old, shedding the old in order for something new to come in. You're going to be in your comfort zone, okay? I think you're holding on to this person. You may consciously want to go away. You may consciously want to move on, but I don't think you're doing that. I don't think you're doing that. You're procrastinating. You're still wanting to put in the effort, you know, but it's literally like, you know, like it'll get better, but when it gets better, I'll do this, I'll do that, you know. But the thing is that it's not going to get better till you don't let this pattern die. You're resisting an irresistible ending, okay? Inevitable ending is what I'd say, actually. You know, something needs to let go, something needs to give, something needs to die so that there can be a rebirth, right? The death is endings, but it is also new beginnings. It's the card of rebirth. But how can you expect something brand new? How can you expect a transformation if you're not going to do it too? That's a twin flame connection. They're going to reflect on you. They're going to mirror you. If you're not going to end your patterns, they're not going to end their patterns. And that's why this entire cycle keeps repeating itself. You know, it's like you're in a limbo. You probably want to even blame them. See, every time you have like this new beginning here, again, the things are going to go slow, or things are going to come to a halt, only because someone, again, is going to behave the same way. The approach is still the same. I don't know how many people this is going to resonate with, but that's what I'm getting. Aquarius, you both need to learn your lessons, and this is what happens in the twin flame connection. You learn your lessons, they automatically learn their lessons. You stop a negative pattern, they stop a negative pattern. You continue a negative pattern because it's going to push you out of your comfort zone. In order for you to make that change, they're going to do the same thing. You're both mirroring each other almost, okay? At least in your thoughts. You're afraid to make a change, they're afraid to let go of the bad memories, which is again a big change that they need to make, okay? So yeah, that wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups, the Ace of Wands, it's coming in. Yes, it is. But again, like I said, a transformation is needed, and you're both resisting it. It's going to make you happy when this person comes in, right? But what's the point of a clean slate if you're going to repeat the same, if you're going to make the same drawing again on it, right? What's the point? So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope this reading resonates with you. Leave your comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.